What is up, guys? Nintendo here once again, and it is time for another pickup video, but I did want to say thank you to all the newcomers. Thanks for all the support, the amazing comments. I'm trying to get to the comments. I'm whacking my shoulder on the back of this bookshelf. And yeah, there's going to be a lot more videos to come, including some higher production ones. But yeah, we are going to be talking about some pickups, and a couple of these systems I don't generally collect for, so getting games for it is kind of cool. So that's actually a great place to start with the Game Gear. I don't generally collect for the Game Gear, and my want list is not very big at all. But this is Axe Battler for Game Gear. I literally picked this up yesterday for 20 bucks at GameSwap, and I was pretty sure this is an RPG, and I was correct. It is an RPG, but it seems like it's hard as hell. The encounter rate is absolutely crazy. It's overworld for most of it, and then when you're getting in random encounters, that side view kind of like Zelda 2. But you don't gain experience, you gain vases. And with these vases, you could use them as like currency, or you can use them for magic. But either way, seems tough as nails, but I'm glad to have it in my collection. Always neat to get a Game Gear game, because now I have like maybe 4 of them. Oddly enough, it's the exact same story with this next game. This is for the PS Vita, and this is also my 4th game for PS Vita. Now, I've had others before, but I ended up trading them. But yeah, this is one I wanted because it is a Katamari game, and that's Touch My Katamari, which is a Vita exclusive. I'm hoping one day this gets released for like Switch or something like that. That would be amazing. But yeah, Touch My Katamari. This one, you can stretch and squeeze your Katamari, and there's lots of crazy missions, and blah, blah, blah. If you've never played a Katamari before, you're a tiny little dude with this ball, and things stick to the ball, and the ball gets bigger, and you start rolling up everything from cats to RC cars to people to eventually houses and clouds, and it's absolutely insane. If you've never played a Katamari game, you need to get to it. Alright, next is a game that I know absolutely nothing about, but it got recommended in a channel that I watch all the time. I can't honestly remember which channel it was because I watch so many of them, but this is Codename Steam for the 3DS, and this game is seriously cheap right now, but it looks kind of strategic, kind of tactical. Yeah, it's kind of an odd-looking game, but it's very cheap, and I managed to score a copy that is sealed for ultra cheap. So, looking forward to, I don't know if I'm going to play this or unwrap it. I have no idea why I bought this. I'm going to be honest, I might have been loaded when I had ordered this. I might have had a couple too few many beers. A couple too few many? That doesn't even make sense. Codename Steam. Next up to the plate, we have a game that I got rid of a while ago because it pissed me off, and then I realized I regretted it because I love everything Metroid. But the thing is Metroid 2 is one of my favorite games ever. It's my favorite game on the Game Boy, and when they remade Metroid Samus Returns, I was like, this is gonna be amazing. But then I realized that there's a timing mechanic. I suck at timing mechanics, and on top of that, I don't really play handheld games that much anymore. This is another game that I think would be a perfect contender for getting a Switch-like port. That would be amazing, right? Right? Am I right? What do you guys think about this game? What did you think of the timing mechanics if you had played the actual original version on Game Boy? I think it was pretty tough, but I need to try it again. Glad to have this back in my collection either way. Oddly enough, here's another game that I got rid of recently, sold it to a friend, and then was like, why did I do that? But I'm glad it went to a good home. But I'm actually super glad because now I found a copy for super damn cheap, and that's Atelier Iris Eternal Mana for PS2, one of the early Atelier games. I'm not sure if it's the first one. I feel like it's not the first one, but yeah, old Atelier game, looks awesome, you know, crafting, really cool graphics. PlayStation 2 love. I love the PlayStation 2, and it is complete in box, which is very nice, and the disc is in very, very good condition, so that is awesome. Really good to get that one back, especially, I think I got it for $25? Pretty damn sure. Anyways, great game. Maybe, I've never played it. Okay, this next snag was something that I was really happy to get. Though, funny story, when I got this, they had put the wrong disc inside, and it was actually the Wasteland 2 disc in there, so I had promptly turned back around, went back into the GameStop, and got my real disc. And this is Wasteland 3. I saw the words post-apocalyptic, tactical role-playing, and turn-based battles, so obviously this is an in for me. It looks like Shadowrun-ish kind of, and Shadowrun's one of my favorite series ever. No manual. Probably didn't come with one because, you know, PS4. But anyways, have you guys played Wasteland 3? Played the second one very briefly, and I thought it was cool, but I didn't really play it enough to form a really solid opinion on it. What do you guys think of this game? Or two? Really weird to be scoring PS5 games, especially because I told myself I wasn't going to be ordering physical editions of anything like past PS4, but here we are. I did get this game because it was super, super cheap physically, and I think it's actually more digitally, so it just made sense to actually grab the physical version, and that is Ghostwire Tokyo. And that is a game that I've been meaning to play for a little while now. I got this a few weeks ago. Haven't popped it in yet, but it's a first-person exploring, and it's totally like neon lights and looks kind of cyberpunk, and you do crazy spells with your hands instead of like shooting people with a gun. But I don't usually like first-person, perspective games, but this one just looked amazing. From what I hear, it's kind of repetitive, but I think this was $20, so I think that's worth the try. What did you guys think of Ghostwire Tokyo, if anybody's played that? Do you collect PS5 physical copies? Do you? Okay, sticking with PS5, we got a game that I wasn't sure I was actually going to pick up because I didn't see the price going down at all at like GameStop or anywhere else, except for at GameSwap. This was marked at $45, but he gave me a deal and it was $40, so thank you for that, John. And we've got Hogwarts Legacy. Now, despite the, the whole controversy behind it, a lot of people have said that this is a really, really, really good game, open world, and that it has just a ton of content, and that it's really surprisingly good. And so I wanted to check it out, and for $40, it's a lot better than $70. So yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. What do you guys think of this game? We've got more Katamari with We Love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie, which I have no idea what Royal Reverie is. Does anybody know? I haven't really looked too much into it. I just know that this is a game that came out on PS2. I used to have it a while ago, and now I have Reroll, which is the same thing they did for Katamari Damacy. I think it was called Reroll or something like that. But yeah, more Katamari, more rolling shit up, and it's a lot of fun, super colorful, and yeah, it looks pretty damn cool. This game was kind of expensive at first, but now it's down a little bit, so if you want to snag a copy, now's probably the time. I think I spent $25 on this, maybe, and it was on eBay, but yeah, this is actually in my system right now because Katamari rules. Okay, so this is a crazy one. I had learned about this game really, really recently, either from Hollow Be Thy Game or, I don't know, one of the other channels that I watch, but I had just put this on my want list, and like the next day went to GameSwap, and there it was for $30. Score! So Metal Max Zeno Reborn, and this is, I believe, an RPG, but it's a tank battling RPG. The graphics look really cool, and from what I saw of the gameplay from the video I watched, it looks amazing. So I love mechs and tanks, and I really do enjoy RPGs, so this seems like a really crazy combination of both. Can't wait to play this one. Just got it. Have you guys played this? I don't know how many Legend of Heroes and Legend of Heroes spin-off games that I have right now, like maybe 8 or 9, and I just added this one, so here we go. Legend of Nauta, Boundless Trails. Holy crap, there's a lot of these games, but this one's different. This one reminds me of East Origin from what I saw of the combat. It's more, overhead action, hack and slash, action RPG, not as much turn-based RPG, but yeah, it looks cute, looks amazing. I love that kind of combat, that just kind of grindy, overhead, hack and slash action, really good stuff, so I am excited to play this. This is also such a recent pickup that I haven't played this either. I'm in the middle of a few games right now, and so a lot of these new games I haven't checked out yet, but yeah, excited to play this one. Speaking of things that I've never played, and I have no idea why, because it's like old school Castlevania wannabe action with Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. There's 2 games, and this is the Curse of the Moon Chronicles. This is a Play Asia exclusive. It's a 2-pack. And yeah, this is really damn cool. I just got this not too long ago, and it's not that expensive. I think it was like $35, so, and I had points, so that brought the price down even more. But yeah, Curse of the Moon, both of them, pretty damn neat. You never know, some of these games that are like 2-packs can end up being extremely sought after, but I'm excited about this. I'm sure there's a ton of you that are fans of this series. Let me know in the comments below. Up next to bat, Boton Kitos 1 and 2 HD Remaster, and apparently it has a digital art book included, but here are the 2 RPGs for the GameCube. 2 of very few on that system, but yeah, it's a card-based action battle system, but it's turn-based, so yeah, very interesting. Graphics look beautiful. I've seen footage of these remasters, and it looks swell. Just looks amazing, so I'm excited to play that as well, but my backlog is just growing every damn day, it seems like, and because I play RPGs, it's just so hard to actually get to all of them. One day. Okay, last game, another Switch badass game that I believe is an import. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty damn sure this is an import. The case is slightly different, the font's a little bit different, but it's all in English, so that's pretty interesting. But we've got the Dragon Quest 3-pack. Dragon Quest 1, Dragon Quest 2, and Dragon Quest 3 on Switch. Now, these are like the mobile versions of the game, but they look pretty cool. And I love playing these games over and over and over again. This is just another way that I'm going to be able to beat Dragon Quest 1, which I have beaten so many times, in so many different formats, so now I am planning to do it on this too, and play the other two as well. This is going to be really rad, and this was surprisingly at GameSwap. I feel like it was $40. Either way, it was totally worth it, and I'm very stoked to have that. So there you go. There's all the pickups. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Lots of cool stuff here, and yeah, there's probably going to be more stuff coming at some point, but in the meantime, there will be lots more videos of all kinds of nature. In fact, and let me know what you think of this, I'm thinking about doing some G.I. Joe classified action figure unboxings. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. If you made it all the way through the video, give a yeehaw as usual. Thank you guys very much for watching. You guys rule. Much love, and keep rocking the retro games. But I've heard so many damn people say that this game is amazing. What the hell is rattling around in here? God damn it. Well, that's cool.